Hey, everybody. Good to see you guys.
Good to see
I,
you.
I am here with Afefe, which is also Lana, Afefe Lana, whatever you want to call her. One's her first name, one's her middle name. You guys would know her through Touched by Tarot on YouTube. If you don't know her and you're not familiar with her, please check out her channel. She does more personal readings on that channel. She does a pick a card, a new moon, full moon. She doesn't do politics. She's a great tarot card reader. I've had a reading with her. She's really, really good, you guys. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So glad to be here. Always good energy when I'm with you, Susan Lynn.
Thank you
And
so
I'm
much.
sorry for any confusion, you guys. I was just telling Susan Lynn ahead of time. Afefe is my first name. Lana is my middle name. I had my name legally changed to an African name years and years ago. And to not insult my mother, who is deceased, God rest her soul, I kept Lana as my middle name. So it's just whatever. And some people just have a tough time with Afefe. It's different. So Lana sometimes is easier and it's perfectly fine.
Yes. Okay. So we got that out of the way. And the other thing I want to get out of the way is as people come in to the chat, I'm going to spin the wheel of my mouse and I'm going to just select a question. So I'm not going to be going in, the order of the time that the question was given. We're going to be on here for a whole hour and a half, which is a long time. And we're both going to be reading for everybody that we that we pick. Cindy P. I just love her. She says it equals wind goddess.
Wind goddess, you know it. Thank you,
Go
Cindy.
for it. So now we can just call you wind goddess. I love that.
Why not? Add it on. Add it on to the list. Wind goddess.
And I want you guys to look at her necklace. Oh my God. So that's a moth. I was talking to her about this backstage.
Yeah, it's a moth transformation with the moons.
Oh my God.
With little moons. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. She got it on Etsy, but man, that is really cool. So anyway, now that we've caught up and everything, I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. I really do. It's the weekend. I hope you've done some things nice for yourself or are planning to get some time off, some relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Did you have today off, Lana?
I did.
Yay.
I did. Absolutely. But this is relaxing for me. This is time off. This is having a good time. This is, I can't think of a better way to spend a Saturday afternoon. So,
oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know. I love it. Okay, so let me see. Debo, I'm going to put your question on the front here. I hope you're still here. She says she recently got sacked from her job. I'm so sorry. You're freelancing. And do we see when she will get another job and will it be a better job? And what a cutie pie on your picture.
I know, right? You should put the cutie pie on the resume. That'll be a slam dunk, right?
Go.
Okay. All right. That's a pretty serious issue. So you want a time frame for when you'll get another job and whether it will be better. That's a twofer. Let's see, first and foremost. So I'm going to assume you've got some things in the works. You've got some resumes out there, perhaps some interviews lined up, I hope. It's up in the air. I'm seeing a 7. I've got the Hangman and the Chariot. I will tell you what I like about that, Deb, is that you've got 2 major arcana that came straight out of the deck for you. So that's strong energy. The Chariot is energy that is definitely pushing you. So by all means, be encouraged. If there's some delay in you hearing back, don't let that freak you out, because your spirit guides are definitely in your corner and they're definitely working for you with that Chariot energy. The Hangman also came, as I said, so that's an energy where you're waiting. That's that waiting period that you're going through right now. But I'm going to say, in terms of a time frame, just based on these, up to and around 7 weeks. I'm going to go with that. You may not want to, we want it like tomorrow, but could be 7 days, could be a week. But I would say at the outset, 7 weeks, or around the time of Cancer. When does Cancer begin?
July. Late June.
Okay, not that long. Late June, maybe late June. I'm feeling maybe that at the latest. Okay. At the latest.
All right. See how fast this girl is, and she's just goes right in. Boom. There's the answer. I agree with everything she says. Totally see that. I also see the question was, will it be better? I think it can be better. There's certainly an opportunity for it to be better. I will say that the warning would be is when we get desperate, right? When we start thinking, uh-oh, this is a full-time job offer, I better take it
Take it.
because, the environment is so weird right now. And if you take a job that is not your perfect job, then that's your free will. Okay. I don't think anything that we saw here means that you are desperate, right?
No.
Wouldn't you agree? I think the right job is coming. You may just have to sort of pick and choose. I think
Yeah.
Spirit is saying pick and choose the right job as it comes through.
I like that, Susan. That feels good to me as well, and that could also explain that time frame. If it does stretch a little longer, out of a month or whatever, it could be that because there are other opportunities out there. Just because you get the one interview and it looks good, keep circulating that resume, keep trying. You have nothing to lose. See what
I
see
agree.
what works best. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I totally agree. Sometimes those longer lead times are because it takes that long for that one perfect job to come through.
It really does. My daughter just got her dream job, thank you, and but it was almost a 3-month long process.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
other thing. It takes a long time, for them to interview people and just it just takes a lot longer than we always
Wow.
think. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations to your daughter.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, this was the one. This was the one. Can't tell you how
Yay.
many candles I burned and prayers I said on that one, but we did it and we got it done.
Good. I'm
Yeah,
so glad that it came to fruition. That's
thank you.
fantastic.
And it will for Deb as well. It will.
All
It
right,
will.
Deb. Yep. I believe I the energy feels good, dear.
Hmm.
But have faith. Have faith within yourself.
That's the
And I
key.
am gonna jump to Cindy really quickly. So she says a little bit lighter question. She's in the market for a new job. I mean, a new car, not a new
Perfect.
job. She's going to be retiring soon. Um, is it worth the wait for a hybrid, or should she just buy a gasoline car?
So in the market, Cindy, I'm assuming the car you currently have is still functional. You just want it's just time to upgrade, or you feel,
I
oh,
think
this
it's
just
just
jumped
time to
right
upgrade.
out.
Something jump out?
Yeah, Ace of Wands jumped out. That's a
Ah,
good, it says go for it.
I
Go
got
for
the
what?
same thing.
Go for what? The hybrid or the gasoline?
I think it's the hybrid. I think it's the hybrid.
Oh, are you ready for this?
Okay.
It's basically, they call it the champion of coins, but it's the Knight of Pentacles. But look at the little key word here, conservationist. Now, if
Oh
that's
my
not a hybrid,
God.
I don't know what is. Okay, it's the hybrid, hands down. I wish I had a gavel. Boom.
We need to get you
It's
a
the hybrid.
gavel. That's it.
I need a gavel. Okay, conservationist,
Yes.
hybrid.
All right.
Later for the gas.
All right. Spirit and the tarot are all on the same
That's it. We're
we're all
lined
on
up.
the same path. Yes. All
Can
right.
I say one more thing about
Yeah,
that really quick?
absolutely.
To Cindy, the other thing is, from what I understand, the technology and the dealerships and the manufacturers are all moving toward these electrical and hybrid cars. So I would imagine if you buy something new that's gas, like maybe 3 or 4 years down the road or whenever, it's going to come to a point where servicing, parts, other things are going to become more difficult. Like go with the wave of the future versus what it is right now.
Yes. And it's okay to wait. I think she was
It's
trying to
okay.
decide, could she wait? But yeah, I think so. And you can order exactly what you want. Like we're not used to that, but you could actually go in and order exactly what you want, like custom order this car.
That's awesome. That's
So you're not
awesome.
just taking what
Oh,
they have.
that's right. That's the way to go.
All
100%.
right. All right. Fantastic. So um let's see. Let's see if I can figure out this question. Gina says, may you please look at the outcome of my meeting with work on the 25th of April. How can I affect a positive outcome?
That's Monday.
Yeah. 24th. Yep,
Outcome
that's
of the
Monday.
meeting. Outcome of the meeting.
How can she affect a positive? She wants to
And
actually
you
know if
affect
she can affect a positive outcome.
needs to have a positive outcome. Okay.
Thank you for your question. Thank you guys for being here, everybody.
Absolutely.
Saturday
Okay.
night, we're hanging out.
We are hanging out and having fun and getting to the bottom of it. All right. The meeting itself, the meeting itself is like you're going to have to go into that meeting, Gina, with a sense of what your agenda is outside of what anyone else has to say. I'm saying that because I'm looking at the Four of Pentacles. So people are going to have their own ideas. I'm assuming if it's a meeting, there's already an agenda in place, but it's going to be, if you're looking for how you want to have that positive outcome, you've got to have, if you already know what the topic is going to be, you've already got, have it in mind. What could there be, what the discussion possibly could be, and already have in mind what your response is going to be, because in this meeting, you will be a magician.
What?
Yes, a magician. So you will have sway, and you will have an ability to affect the energy in the room and have an impact on that energy. You want a positive outcome, then you have to go in saying, I know that I'm going to be able to speak the words, create, share the ideas that other people are going to buy into. I'm going to be persuasive. I'm going to be charming. I'm going to use, my little wherewithal, because the magician knows how to affect energy, and the magician is ruled by Mercury, the communicator.
Oh my God, see, she's bringing it, y'all. She's bringing it. Totally. And I'm going to say to that, I think that you may, and it dovetails exactly with what she's saying. You may be called to have what you want to come out. What is the outcome that I want? But I feel like you're going to be working with two other energies that maybe don't all, and you're in the middle. And so, but I feel like the right outcome. Like, I think what's best for everybody, but we've got these kind of different opinions or personalities. And I think that what she said is, you're the magician, right? You're going to bring these two people together. You're going to bring these people together because you know what you want the outcome to be. Uh-oh. I do that stuff.
The energy is going to be high. I love it. I love it.
I hope that's helpful for you, Gina. Good luck on Monday, girl. Let's all say a little prayer, lift Gina up for Monday.
Yes, you can be persuasive.
Yeah, be persuasive. It's sort of stand your ground, but not in that way. It's just
not combative. Yeah,
not combative, but have an idea of what's the best outcome here, and know that you're going to be the magician, that you're going to be the one that's going to sort of bring all this stuff together.
Yes.
And again, guys, you know what? I'm just going to spin the wheel. So the next thing that I just saw was my daughter's giving birth in July. Will everything go well for her? And for my first grandchild, congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Yes.
Okay. So daughter is going to be the first grandchild. Will everything go well? Giving birth in July. Let's see. All right, Judith. Let's see. Are there any complications? If you can just add in on that. Are there any expected complications? Has your daughter had a relatively, easygoing pregnancy, or?
Are you picking up something? A little bit?
A little bit. That's why I asked that. Yeah, and that was before I even touched the card. So that made me wonder either if there was, if maybe getting pregnant was a challenge. And I will tell you that I do see some challenges there, but I would say the way to approach it is definitely to put a lot of prayer around her and around the unborn child, your grandchild, and just make sure that she stays very, very calm, because I think that what I'm picking up here is that she may be in fear or a little trepidatious about and anxious about the birthing process and what may happen. And again, I'm not certain. I almost feel like she may have had some either difficulty in getting pregnant or some difficulties during the pregnancy. What are you picking up on,
I'm
Susan?
getting there's a little something there, and there might be a little surprise, like a little surprise, like like often happens in pregnancies, right? During the birth that, oh, well, the baby turned this or did that. But I don't see anything, the outcome being bad. Okay. So I don't see the outcome being bad, but I do see that perhaps maybe there's bed rest or
Yeah.
maybe there's,
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be a C-section. Maybe a C-section or something that, something that's just going to require a lot of recuperation and a lot of care for the baby. So just,
but nothing bad, nothing that
no, I don't see anything catastrophic.
Yeah, I don't either.
Did Judith give any other feedback?
I don't see any. I mean,
Okay.
she said that very early, even before we started taping. So she could have had to have left the screen.
She may have had to leave for a moment, but yeah, we will definitely, as I speak, I'm praying for all, for it to go smoothly or smoother than is anticipated, for sure.
Yes.
And Susan, it looks like somebody gave you a little chat. I mean, a little super chat.
Oh, great. I'm doing two things at once. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to say. I just see a little yellow something.
Thank you so much, Catherine. I really appreciate that. I was actually making some moderators. I made some of you guys surprise you're a moderator. And I have to go out of StreamYard and into YouTube, and it's I'm not good at multitasking. So thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it.
That's nice of you.
And thank you guys. I hope you don't mind those of you that I just grabbed a few people and made you more moderators. Okay, I'm gonna pick this. I didn't even read this question yet. Is there a home move coming up for me, my son, or both? Any details regarding this would be helpful. Okay, thank you for joining us, Alpha Numerica 1. A home move.
A home move
for her and her son.
For me, my son, or both. So I take it that she and the son live separately, and somebody's moving, or potentially both moving. All right. The money's there for you, or you're in the process of gathering the money, both of these cards came out. I'm seeing one of you move. I don't know which one. Maybe Susan can add on that. But I do see some concerns around money, some concerns around and some anxiety around having enough money to do it, or what is going to be entailed. So maybe the move even goes down to, there are concerns that are not being expressed by either one of you or both of you about exactly what it's going to cost to make the move and what the costs are going to be once the move is made. So I didn't see anything that indicates two on my end. Maybe Susan will see otherwise, but I do see one of you doing it. I see one of you going.
Mm-hmm.
What are you feeling, Susan?
I'm feeling the same thing, and I just saw another super chat. Thank you so much. But again, it disappeared. So I apologize that I can't see your name. Maybe if I go over here, I can see your name. Courtney. Thank you, Courtney. Let's see. So you both, mom and your son. Right now, I'm getting that you're more likely to move, mom, than your son. I feel like there might be a delay in your son's move. I think he will move, but it seems to me that like after you move, this energy is a little bit in flux, so it could change. But I feel really good about the mom's move. Do you feel good about the mom's move?
I do. And I got the star to confirm that. I think, and I got the star. I finally got a male figure. I was looking for some male energy. So I agree with you, Susan, about the son. I think for the son, it's more important for him. And he's the one that the finances primarily are coming up around. So I think your son is going to make the move because I got the star. Just as Susan said that, I got the star, which indicates a positive yes, but the star energy usually takes a little time. It's not instant, and it's where you got to keep your eyes fixed on where you're trying to go. So he just needs a little more planning for him, something about having his ducks in a row financially.
Wow, I didn't know that about the star.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that about the star.
Yeah, the star is usually positive, but it is where you are, you're trying to, it's going to take a little while.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've never heard anybody say that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, thank you. All right. And I want to thank all my moderators. Thank you, Sharon Sipe and Ron, and all the moderators. And thanks to all the new moderators. I think it just added a few of you, and Agape, and just a bunch of people are here. Thank you so much. We've got some of my NOLA crowd here in the house from my workshop in NOLA. It's good to see you guys. I just want to thank everybody for being here. So
yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's see what this is. He has a question about going through a dark night of the soul. Yeah. And do the guides have any advice, or does the collective have any advice?
Okay. Let me see something. Okay. The dark night of the soul, there's something around sort of the root cause of it, because that's the approach that I took. Before you can fix something, you kind of need to drill down to what it's really about. This looks like some sort of move that you're contemplating. And that move doesn't have to be physical. It could be a move even within the context of a relationship. Normally, when I get a Four of Wands, it is very often a celebratory card. So it's interesting within, check out, you got some beautiful cards for a dark night of the soul. You got the Ace of Cups. But that makes me wonder if your dark night of the soul might be due to either a recent breakup or a recent setback, or like something that you thought was going to go one way and it didn't go. It didn't, there was some confusion around it, and it's just thrown you, right? It's just kind of, thrown a pall over your energy. My final card here is the Page of Swords. So it's almost like there's something that you need to talk to someone about. There's something that you need to express. There's something, if you are undergoing some sort of sadness behind this, I almost want to say it looks like you were on the verge of something that just didn't turn out, and that's made you turn inward, and Spirit doesn't want you to do that. There's something that you need to express so you can shift that energy back to where it was meant to go. Make sense? I hope. Susan?
Makes sense to me. And thank you, Estelle, for your donation. I really appreciate it. Absolutely, it makes sense. I don't know why the donations aren't okay. I guess they are. I so agree with her. I totally agree with those cards. I feel like Spirit is just telling me there's something you need to let go. I feel like there's a burden. When I see that card with that person holding the sword, right? That one right there. It's a burden. I feel like you're holding a burden. And I think Spirit is saying, honey, this isn't your burden. It's not your burden. And I get it when you have kids or work. I mean, these things, we take them as our burden. Okay. But it's time to put it down. Okay. I just feel like you've blamed yourself about something a lot. And it's time to say, there's nothing else. Look, there's nothing else I can do here. I'm just going to have to just go on with my life.
Absolutely.
And that's where you get into that Ace of Cups is going on with your life, right?
Yep. That's moving on with your life. And I pulled another card just to kind of get a little more background. And as you were speaking, this is the Five of Wands came up. So there was some sort of conflict, some sort of energy that took place in a given situation that just made you, it just put you in this state. But Susan's right. It is not yours to bear. It is not yours to bear. And it is time to move on. Knight of Pentacles. It's time to move on. Literally, like, get on your horse and just say, okay, you know what? I gotta do better than this. And if it's meant to come back around for you, whether this was a relationship, a job, whatever it was, whatever that conflict was about, remember, what is for you cannot be taken away. Spiritual principle, right? Yeah. Not unless you give it away. Yeah, it'll come back.
Yeah. It'll come back. If you missed it, it'll just get back on the next little moving walkway and come right back to you.
I will say very quickly, though, I'm feeling this. I think you are a sweet spirit and you're a gentle spirit. And so the way that this impacted you is why you're having this dark night of the soul, because I wonder if you're naturally empathic. but there's something in you that this just hit deep, and that's why you're having a problem letting it go. Because very often when you have that empathic energy, you absorb so deeply that it's like, how do I even lift it off of me? Dark night of the soul. You have to lift it off of you by realizing it's not yours to bear. Doesn't belong to you.
And just self-love, dear.
Yeah.
A lot of self-love. You know, you're going to have to heal yourself and love yourself through it.
Beautiful energy, beautiful soul.
Yeah, right. Beautiful. But they're the ones that get the hurt the worst, right? Because always. They're so open.
We open, and you know, and things don't go right, and you feel like, I'm a good person. Why did this happen to me? I get it. Yeah. Let it go. Like Susan said, you gotta let it go. It doesn't belong to you. I'm sorry it happened, but doesn't belong to you.
Right. Exactly. We're sorry it happened. Okay, we're gonna switch it up here. We're really gonna switch up the energy here. This is like, I feel like I'm spinning the the wheel of fortune wheel.
So I'll be Vanna. I'll be Vanna with my necklace.
You'll be Vanna.
With the letters.
I love it. Because now we're talking about a bird that flew the coop. So sorry. I know how hard it is to lose an animal. I really do. And I am an animal lover, as you guys probably know.
2 months ago. Wow. And your name is Raven Sky. Okay. Or at least your tag name. Okay. Ravensbird. Ravensbird. Wow. Will the bird return? Ravensbird. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that the bird is going to return. However, what Spirit wants you to know is that the bird is fine, first and foremost. All right. So while you are, maybe feeling distraught because you miss your bird. That's a beloved part of your life. But the bird is fine. It was time for, energetically, the bird was feeling a need to be free. The Four of Pentacles, you see how that figure is sitting there just sort of clamping down on everything that he has in his possession. There's a sense of mine. And so what I think the bird wants you to know, and is speaking through this energy right now, Raven, is it was time for the bird to have a different experience. I know that may be hard to hear, but that's how I'm feeling it. And I think it's confirmed because my third card, out of 3 cards, I pulled 2 majors. We always pay close attention to those majors. And my third card was Temperance. Temperance is a card of patience, and it is a card of understanding. It's where what happened and what you thought should happen are not connecting. And that's what's causing your pain. But you have to believe that from the bird's perspective, your beloved bird, energetically, the bird will never leave you, but the bird had to have some other experience. All right. I hope that on some level makes sense. Susan?
I got exactly the same thing. To be honest with you, I don't know if I could have read this question had I knew that the bird had crossed over. It would have been very sad. But the bird is, I know this is so hard to hear, Raven. I mean, I hope it makes it a little bit better, but the bird is happy. The bird actually found another home. And of course, the bird misses you, but this is all about like animal contracts, soul contracts. They have contracts with us. I'm not kidding. And it's just like what she said. The bird knew it was time to end this time with you and to go to this other person. It really needed to teach this other person some things. So I know how hard that is. I am so sorry, but at least you can know that this bird is happy where it's at, that it feels like it's fulfilling its role. It feels like it's fulfilling its soul contract.
It is.
It wasn't killed. It's not dead. It's actually quite well.
Yeah. And then I pulled one other card. Look for the bird in your dreams. If you set up energetically and invite that energy in, look for the bird in your dreams. You'll get confirmation, as Susan just said, you'll get confirmation that the bird is fine. And you'll maybe also get some understanding as to why that transition needed to take place.
As hard as it is, and it is
as hard as it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully that was helpful, dear. So I'm gonna move on. If you're ready, Afefe, we'll move
Yep.
on to
Anytime you are.
Seascape. Thanks for coming. Good to see you here. And so she says, do we see any job positive opportunities in the next 2 months? Any positive job opportunities in the next 2 months for you?
What are we? May, going into May, so May, June, by the end of June. Something positive on the job front for Seascape by the end of June.
Yeah.
I don't know that you will have actually landed the job by the end of June, but I do think that there will be some momentum you'll see some additional momentum and increasing momentum towards landing a good job within the next 2 months. I say that because I have the Knight of Wands. That's you out there pursuing it. The Knight of Wands is accompanied by the Queen of Wands, which is a great combination there. Going after what you want, going after it with confidence and believing it. This Queen of Swords, now you got two queens that came up. Queen of Swords is about that interview process, having conversations, getting things done. Do not give in to fear. The devil appears. Do not give in to fear, because this is, if you start teetering into the end of that second month and it still hasn't landed, do not give in to fear. There could be a financial reason why you'd be tempted to do that, because it looks like at some point you'll be taking stock of, well, here's how much I've got, here's how much I need to come in. Don't hesitate to rely on either family, friends. There is some form of support here that's being offered to you, okay? Because it's going to be a little bit of a process, but it is very important for you to just stay on track. Don't wait too long. Once you put something out there, don't wait too long to hear back. Put something else, and activate your support system if there are financial concerns. Susan?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I hope, pay attention to what she said. It's really, really important. So I don't see this job. I don't really see this in the next 2 months. Now, I think that you could make money. And it's like she just said, there's resources out there. I also see the energy of your summer is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But it's just like Afefe said, if you kind of only look at the worry, that's where that devil energy is, right? So there's a warning here that your beautiful summer could kind of get ruined by focusing on this job. Because here's the thing, for whatever reason, I'm hearing August. I don't know why, but it's a good job. It's a great job. I kind of feel like either you have a job now or you're going to take some sort of temporary job over the summer, which it turns out to be more fun than you thought it would be. It's actually a fun job. I'm not saying that it's not the job of your life and it's not paying maybe the money you wanted to pay, but it's an interesting job. So it's good things. And you just kind of have to keep your energy high and just kind of have a good summer and know that the reward is coming. Did you get some more things?
I just did while you were speaking, I did a little, and I agree with you. I was looking for numerically a confirmation of August, and I did get the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm going to go with Susan around August, or it may even push into September, because I got the moon, which is an 18, which reduces to a 9. I was specifically asking Spirit for time frames, months. And so, yeah, I think between August and September is where you're definitely going to see a breakthrough. But the idea that in the meantime, what Susan was just saying is have fun and try to keep your energy light, keep your head up, and enjoy people. People are around you for sure. There's some sort of, I don't know if it's family, friends, something, but there's something there for you.
Just remember, it's coming. This job is coming, and it is the job. It is a great job. It's a lot of things, like I'm seeing a checklist. It's check, 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 check. It's coming, okay? Yeah, the sun. I mean, it's coming.
Most positive card in the deck.
It's coming. It's just not on your time frame, but Spirit is not going to drop you. They're supporting you. You're going to get this other job or some other thing with family is going to work out. You're going to have support. Okay. They're going to support you during the summer while you're waiting for this job to come in. So hopefully that makes sense.
And the sun is also, I want to just mention briefly, the sun is ruled by Leo. Leo is from late July to late August. So August, spring.
There you go. That sun is going to come out late July to August. I don't know how she does that stuff so quick. I really don't know. It's like a computer up there. Okay. Cindy, I think I saw really, I was looking at Strava today. It's a walking app. Okay. So I don't know what I can say here. Cindy's mother was tragically killed in a crosswalk accident by a vehicle. She was walking in a crosswalk. And she said she looked today at the contacts and saw her mom, and it showed her last walk ever. I'm just so sorry. I mean, it's just, it's beyond tragic, to be honest with you. And I think your question was, did your mom, you know, I've talked to Cindy a lot. We've done a couple of readings together, and I've talked to her mom a lot. And I would just say that this is not your mom. This is not your mom's energy. I do think it's closure. I think there feels like a little bit of closure around this for you. It feels like somebody in your family isn't dealing with this, right? Is there a sibling that still needs closure with this? And perhaps this is sort of pretty hardcore for you so that you can go talk to, is it a brother maybe? I don't know. Are you picking up anything, Afefe, from that?
Yeah.
It's horrible. I'm so sorry, Cindy.
It is really bad. Cindy, in all due respect, delete the app if you can. Okay? If you can detach from the app, delete the app. What triggered me was when I was kind of listening and filtering in what Susan was saying as I was going to spirit with the cards. And what triggered me was when she said she did not feel, and I always defer to her when it comes to channeling, that she did not feel that this happened because it was a sign from your mother, that there was other things. So when that happened, then I directed my focus to spirit along those lines. And what I got was a card. This is the Six of Cups, which is very often a card. You see the kids at play, but it is a card of nostalgia. It is a card where we are holding on to the past in that situation. And the Star. So holding on to the past, because it's almost like you didn't want to see why would you want to see that? Like consciously, you wouldn't make a choice to put yourself through that again, but there is something that kept that replaying. And it's built. Here's why I said, please delete the app if you, and I know that's asking a lot, but what it's doing is energetically, it's just piling up on you. It's not, this is the 10 of Pentacles. And in this situation, what it's doing is it's almost like you're seeing it over and over and over and over and over and over. And it's just building up on you, as opposed to creating a space of healing for you to be able to finally come to terms with it. And I think, as Susan even said, closure. You won't have that closure as long as you know that you have access to see what you saw. There's no reason for you to continue to see that.
There's no reason.
It's damaging you more than
helping you.
If anything, like what else do you have that was happy and and going back to that Six of Cups, what do you have that was happy and visuals that you can, in your healing process, that will bring joy rather than that pain? Yeah, it's just, oh, no. Look at that. I want you to look at that. See him hunched over there on the tracks, just Just that's what it's doing. Every time you see that, every time you allow, that's what it's doing to you. I know
Yeah.
that your mother would not want that.
No. No. Yeah.
I'm sorry. My heart goes out to you. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Please delete the app. Please.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. And it's closure. It's almost like you said piling up. When you said piling up on Cindy, I thought, yeah, that's what's happening is spirit is telling you to disengage with these things. So hopefully that makes sense, Cindy, and our heart goes out to you. You're such a
That's a
beautiful
lot.
um
Yeah.
okay. And Karen, yes, people can put questions in all caps. That's fine. Again, I'm spinning the wheel, guys. I'm just kind of jumping all around here. And Spirit wanted me to say something else, but now I don't know what it is. Okay, let me see what's going on here in the chat. God is yes, Sam's here from London. Thank you. It's like, I don't know, 11 o'clock midnight. Thank you for joining us, dear. Here's an interesting question that I don't know anything about. Should I do brain retraining? Have you ever heard of that? Brain retraining?
We all probably need to do brain retraining.
I do. I know I do.
Sign me up. Yeah.
Can I retrain my brain not to eat Oreo cookies?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, by the way that strikes me off the cuff, Pamela, is first and foremost, yes. But here's why. To some extent, every attempt that we make at healing, at growth, is retraining our brain. It is allowing us and stretching us beyond our ordinary circumstances, our current way of thinking, our past, and the conditioning. That's what when I see brain retraining, I think letting go of old conditioning and reconditioning the brain, as it were. The methods that I'm feeling are things like sound baths, what is it you call the healing frequencies, the megahertz? You know what I'm saying, Susan?
Mm-hmm. But is it for that, or is there a health component? Is there a health component here? Like epilepsy or something? I don't know.
Yeah, let us know that. I went immediately to something spiritual, but
I don't know. I don't when I ask, is it spiritual?
I'm getting more conditioning, like
conditioning. Okay.
Yeah, like conditioning, like something that's happened that she's accustomed to thinking things one way, and spirit is ready for her to move in a different direction, but she needs a tool to be able to do that. I say that because I do get the hanged man. So there's some just sort of lingering out there. I wonder if you suffer from either, in all due respect, I wonder if you may suffer from anxiety or depression or those things. And so it feels like your brain needs to be rewired. If there has been, especially if you have, now this goes back to Susan's point, if you have been diagnosed with anything, and then you've accepted that as your reality, it is what it is, I can't change it, then yes, there are methods that you can seek.
But overall, do you get it? I'm sorry.
You asking me or her?
I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't hear you, and I don't know if anybody else. I see your. Maybe it was on YouTube. I have to switch back and forth, and there's a delay.
Okay.
Overall, what was the message, do you think, about it? What do you think overall? Like, if we're not thinking about what the outcome of what it does for her, what is the overall outcome for it?
I think the overall outcome for it is something within heart chakra work. So that heart chakra will help heal the brain. There is some disconnect that has happened there. When I say disconnect, I don't mean anything literal, unless, again, if there has been some sort of medical diagnosis, if there have been some therapies, you know that, and I appreciate that you might not want to share that on a public forum, but there is some balancing that needs to be done if you are taking any kind of medication, and so that may need to be reevaluated, because if it is putting you in a certain state, medications do impact our brain, right? So those things, taking those things into account, and I think the outcome, to Susan's point, I've got the Ace of Cups here. There is something that you need to feel good, because if there's something telling you that there's something wrong with you, that you're not, or you're taking something that's numbing and not making you feel good, then that's the answer. And that's why I thought sound therapy. It has to be something that retrains the brain, that comes through the heart. The heart is the biggest and strongest organ in the body. Bigger than that. The brain, runs everything, but the heart, don't downplay the heart.
Don't downplay.
And I think that's the key for you.
I love it. Thank you. That was perfect.
That was powerful, Pamela. Thank you for sharing that, and my best to you.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you, Alice, for your donation. I really appreciate it. And let's see, I'm going to go to the Portland girl here, who says that she was just diagnosed with glaucoma. Will I be able to heal it with natural medicine? I have a brilliant naturopath. But I want to say this, we're not giving medical advice. Please go to your regular doctor for any medical advice. Just so that you know, we have to do a disclaimer here just so that we can protect ourselves. So yes, heal it. Huh? Interesting.
Natural medicine, a brilliant naturopath. Thank you so much. Okay. I don't even have to go any further. First and foremost, what Susan said. The thing is, especially for those of us who believe in alternative therapies, it's not an either or situation. I think that so what I'm feeling here is, by all means, continue to see your regular doctors, continue to be monitored in that fashion, but at the same time, continue to pursue the work with this naturopath who you say is brilliant, right? Because I did get the Empress. And so in the context of your question, the Empress is all about the wonders of nature and the wonders of natural medicine in your case, all right? So I do want to offer that to you as extreme encouragement from Spirit. By all means, pursue that avenue, but not to the extent that you convince yourself that you don't need other treatment as well, or being monitored by your other doctors as well. But this can ask for a lot more in terms of natural medicine, because the Empress, as you know, Venus, the earth, plenty, fruitfulness. So everything that you would need at your disposal to treat it naturally will be offered to you. You feel good about that, Susan?
Perfect. I feel great about that. I absolutely feel great about that.
100%. Ace of Swords.
Oh, Ace of Swords.
So it's a go. It's a go.
It's a go. It feels very supported for you, dear. It feels like you're in resonance. And I'm so sorry if I missed a donation, if I missed thanking you for a donation. Again, StreamYard is doing something weird. It doesn't show them all to me. It just shows one and then it disappears. So sorry about that. Okay, so oh right, Lisa. I'm from Louisville, and it's Derby time. Yeah, because it's a week before May. So yeah, happy Derby time, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. And T-Bar was supposed to be doing yard work. We saved you from yard work, T-Bar. Okay, here's an interesting question. Yvonne wants to know if when am I supposed to be channeling the Mentakins? When is she? So you already assume that you're supposed to be channeling them. See, I ask a lot more questions like, are they of the light? Just from my own experience, you can't assume that everything is of the light. Afefe just did a great video today on that. On This is the tarot of the light, and you guys should go check it out because it's a short video. It's a great video. Somebody got 200,000.
270, almost 300,000 hits on a video that said, don't use the tarot because you're going to invite dark spirits in. I
set her off.
It set me off.
Set her off. And she set everybody straight. So,
but I did it nicely.
No, you did it nicely. You're such a teacher. You're a born teacher, and you're a born journalist. So yeah, you are a great communicator. So when is she supposed to be channeling the Mentakans?
Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what the Mentakans are. Are the Mentakans some angelic group that
if you're
I'm
still
not
here,
sure
Yvonne,
how to go to spirit.
Yeah, if you're here, Yvonne,
yeah, help me understand what it is that you're trying to, because you didn't say should you said when. So
I know that's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah, exactly. But for me to get a clear answer for you, I need to process what that is. What are you channeling?
Yeah. And you went straight from should I to when should I?
Like I'm going to do this.
I don't know why I'm hung up on should I.
And I'm hung up on the Mintakans.
Okay, so Connie says the Mintakans are a proto-Vulcan humanoid. So it's already a group that people are familiar with, I guess.
Really, except me or except us.
Except us.
Except us. Okay.
I don't know if I'll ever find your question again.
Proto-Vulcan humanoid. So okay, you know what? I don't have to understand. I'm going to ask your question when, because you know it, and Connie B knows it, and apparently a lot of other people know it. I'm just getting clued in. So here we go. Give us a time frame. You will, I think you're going to begin to channel them around October. So what is that? How many months? 6 months, within the next 6 months. But I do think that you need to do so under the guidance of someone who's showing up for me here as a King of Swords. So I don't know if you're already working with someone who has this energy, someone who is already acclimated to how to process and channel those energies. But there is this notion that you're going to need to work with somebody. I said, by the way, just so you see it, I said October timeframe because I did get justice. Justice is ruled by Libra, and Libra would be around the October timeframe. But it almost looks like you've got to have your soul family. You have some sort of connection to them. I understand now why you want to do it. There is a deep connection to them. Oh, and they will benefit you financially. I might need to know who they are myself. How do you spell? I might need to be familiar with these people or these humanoids. Okay, but all jokes aside, I'm thinking within the next 6 months, somewhere around the October timeframe, and it may be that you've got to get some more training between now and then by whoever's showing up as this King of Swords energy, so that you're really ready for that, because it sounds like heavy duty stuff. But they're calling you.
They're calling you, girlfriend.
Yeah, they're calling you.
They're calling you on the bat phone, okay?
They're definitely calling you on the bat phone. They're waiting for you. They're waiting. I see why you posed the question.
Yeah, now we get
it. You said when and not
when,
if.
Not if. You're like, I already signed the contract. So I think that the only thing I would add is that in this interim between now and October, you're raising your vibration. You're just naturally sort of raising. They're helping you raise it. So there's not a lot you need to do. You're having some downloads. You're having energy upgrades when you sleep. But you need this time as a human, as a human in a physical human body. When we connect with these other energies and entities, the energy quotient, the energy difference can be very big. And so it's much better for us to kind of meet them a little higher. I think that's what you're going to be doing.
Yeah. And also, and I just feel very strongly you need either a teacher or someone who is accustomed to doing that, to either, to be with you or teach you or guide you through that process before you just go and try to do it on your own.
Okay. I love it. Yes, Julie, thank you for your donation. I'm sorry I didn't see it. I don't know where it went, but Pamela saw it, and Pamela is on top of things. So, all right. Let's see what else we want to talk about here. I don't know how much mediumship I'm going to be doing tonight because I'm throwing with Afefe, so we're probably going to keep it mostly to psychic questions. Libra Lawyer says the best way to ask guides for help with work. Too much work, overwhelmed, want to get it all done perfectly, feels like cheating. Asking help is asking for judge ruling regarding remote hearing.
Libra Lawyer. So you're an attorney and you want to ask for a ruling remote hearing because you don't want to do the hearing in person. A lot of courts are still doing work remotely, or at least here in Florida. I don't know where you are, Libra Lawyer. Overwhelmed, you want to get it all done perfectly. And so you need your guides to step in and help you understand, give you some ideas about how to do that, how you get it done, still be efficient, and get the judge to go in your favor to work remotely. Okay, first and foremost, you're pressuring yourself too much, and you've got so many options. This is the 7 of Cups. You've got so many options. See, all those cups are, I could do this, 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 or this, or this, or this. And sometimes when you have too many options, or you're trying to think about it, come at it from too many ways, too many directions, you stall out. So first and foremost, Spirit is saying, the guides are saying, slow down, pick one. Pick one, just pick one way to approach this particular judge to work remotely. Oh yeah, you are you're taking on way too much. Okay, I see it. Okay, there we go. The guides, here's your solution. The guides want you to be reasonable in your request. Because unless there is something where legally, like if it's a jury trial or something going on where you really, you must appear in person, then hopefully you will have or can establish a relationship with that judge to be more lenient in regards to remote work. But you're taking on so much. This feels almost like, and you said Libra Lawyer. If that means you are a Libra who happens to be an attorney, then this would be an energy thing for you. You hold yourself up to such exacting standards, and you don't want to tee off the judge, that you tend to be, I'll just go along, I'll agree to what, needs to be done, even though it's piling more on you. Don't want to do that. Ace of Swords. You need to be able to speak, but in order to speak clearly, concisely, and make your case, make your argument for why remote work or remote hearings are in the best interest and won't prejudice you or your clients or or opposing counsel, making sure that it is equitable and fair, Libra Lawyer, for you to be able to do it that way. Be persuasive. What's your persuasive argument?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with everything. And I'm just want to tell you that there is no perfection. You say you want to get it all done perfectly. Come on. How many times have you done something and then gone back and found a typo, right? It's just impossible. It's a perfectionism is not real. It's not attainable. So the first thing to do is to perhaps set up, they're showing me a way for you to have standards. Okay. So you want to have standards. So what are your standards, right? Like maybe for you, 100% is just not attainable. It's just not. Is 90% good enough? Is this 90% good? Then it's good enough.
Yeah.
Is this 80% good? Then it's good enough. What is your standard? You need a new way to judge what you're getting done so that you can say, you know what, today, it's a 90% day. Everything is 90%. This is a 95% day. Woohoo. Right. you just have to understand you're human. You just
Right.
can't do all of this.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would also just suggest, just on a practical level, I don't know your specific circumstance, Libra Lauria, but I do know that sometimes you can get opposing counsel to agree to, like if you can get an agreed order or an agreed motion to be able to do things remotely, where they know it's not just accommodating you, but that all parties involved are open to that, that maybe that's a way to be persuasive as well.
I hope that helps, dear. And good luck with everything.
Good luck. Yeah, legal work is a grind. I get it. I'm a paralegal, by the way, so
She's a
I get it.
That's why she's using all these words that none of us understand.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm like, no problem. It's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here to this question. Is it cut off? It's interesting.
It's
Thanks,
the name. Yeah,
okay.
thanks, stop. And
Okay.
returning to Cozumel after 11 months in Cleveland for medical stuff. That could be okay to be there for a couple of years and more.
Oh, okay.
So you're going for medical reasons.
But you want to know if she can extend her stay and just live there.
Live there for a couple of years and work.
Yeah, if you allow the rest of us to come with you.
I was gonna say we will find a way to turn that into a yes. That just needs to be a yes.
We're fine.
We will find a way to turn that into a yes.
That's hilarious. Oh boy. But luckily I think it is a yes anyway.
Oh, it's a yes. I got the full. It's
you
a
got
yes.
the full
New journey, right. It may require some getting used to. It may require, there may be a few things, a few things that you've got to prepare for that maybe, may catch you a little bit by surprise, some adjustments that you have to make. That's a new journey. It almost feels like this is something you're supposed to do, because the Fool is about taking a new journey and being tasked by spirit to take that new journey and take that risk, a leap of faith, as it were. Told you we were going to get a yes. Told you.
Yeah.
I told you we were going to get a yes.
Up a yes.
With the Queen of Cups, come on. Yes, Cozumel surrounded by water. Okay, look, could you contact Susan with a forwarding address?
Yes. We'll be there shortly after you get well from your medical, whatever it is.
We'll give you some time. Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Sounds
good job. Yes, I agree. And Afefe said that there might be something you have to do. I think it's the language. I think you might struggle with the language, but that immersion is great. When you have to speak a language, you pick it up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But I see you being happy there. I don't see you coming back for a couple of years. So
yeah,
there we go.
At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I think this is a new beginning for you.
I think it's a new beginning. Yeah, I really do. It's going to be fun. You're going to have a blast. And I agree. Totally agree. All right. The next question is.
So don't forget your friends sitting here suffering in this United States of America.
Look, I have friends right now on a cruise, and I forgot they were going, and I open up Facebook and there's the picture. And I have to admit, I was jelly. I was some kind of jelly. Woo! Yeah. I was like, golly. Okay. Yes. Anyway, let me shake that jelly off of me. Okay. So you want to know if you're going to be granted residency for Canada before April ends.
Ooh, that's like 6 days.
Yeah, I looked at the clock. I'm like, that's
in a couple hours. Okay. If you're going to be granted your residency for Canada before April ends. Okay. Well, then be granted residency so basically within the week. I don't know. I'm curious, if you're not granted it within the week, does that mean it's a no-go, or is there like an extension process or reapplication process? I see the waiting. I'm looking at the Hangman here, so I see the waiting. But I also see there is a delay. I got the 3 of Wands, so that means it's in motion. But you see how she's looking out over the distance? It's like it's in motion, but that ship has not arrived yet. You know, that ship is still out to sea, and she's like, come on, come on. That's you saying in this week, I need it, I need it to happen now. It just looks like I don't know. It's not a no that it won't. Oh, hold up, stop the presses. When did you say? When is the 30th? When is the 30th? Next
The 30th
Saturday?
is
So
the
literally
Saturday.
a
Yeah,
week
it's a
from
Saturday.
now.
It might be wire, like under the wire.
You just took the words out of my mouth, because I did get 7 and then I got an ace. The ace is what made me think, okay, maybe it is possible after all, but that is exactly what Susan just said. It's gonna be to
Under
the
the wire.
wire.
It's gonna be a nail biter.
It's gonna be a nail biter. It's gonna be to the wire. And that ship is trying to come in, but it's gonna be to the wire. Are there costs involved in this? I wonder. I'm getting something monetary. There's the organizational structure. Okay, so is that Canada? Is it going to be right? 6 there. It's in motion. I will say this to you: if by any chance by the 30th, it has not actually materialized, just see what your options are to move it along past that deadline.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing a done. It is certainly possible, like Susan said, it will be cutting it extremely close.
I agree. I think it's really possible. It's
Yeah,
really possible, but man, why it has to wait to the last minute, I don't know. But I do think that it's possible.
yeah,
It's more possible than not. Let me put it. And I
yeah,
also agree with her that if it doesn't come through by the 30th, there could have been some kind of technicality that
yeah,
allows you to continue that process into the next week.
yeah.
Like maybe it comes in at 12:01 midnight and you're able to say, look, come on, given
Right.
this timing, it
That's right.
seems like I wouldn't. So yeah, the advice is if something like that happens, go back and ask. Don't just assume that it's too late. Always ask. Oh, you got the sun. Perfect.
Our ultimate outcome. So I agree I think this is absolutely doable. If by any chance, we're not going to claim that, we're going to claim that you get it within that 7-day period. But if by any chance you do not, don't be despondent. There has to be some mechanism that can extend your time while the process continues, because it's in motion.
It's in
100%.
motion.
Nobody, yeah, it's in motion.
And I don't think I think spirit wants you to get this. So I think some kind of thing is going to happen. Some kind of little miracle thing is going to happen.
Some kind of little miracle thing is going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. It's just sticky.
Sticky.
Making you sweat it out. It's a test.
I know.
It's a test.
Why is that? That's what I was like. Why can't they? It's free will. There's people handling this application that, they're just doing their thing, and that's that.
It's red tape. It's typical red tape.
It's
Typical red tape.
Yeah. Yeah. So just keep your energy high though, because that always helps things.
Yeah.
When you start thinking, oh, it's not going to happen, and you get in the dumps, that kind of brings the energy down.
Yeah, be persistent and begin to research what your options are. Sort of worst case scenario, and work your way back. Here's what I can do. Here's what my options are, so you can keep your energy up. You'll get that residency.
That's a good idea.
You're gonna get that residency.
Yes. All right. So Dee says, struggling financially and trying to find a new full-time job. Do you see you getting a new full-time job soon? A new full-time job. Okay.
A new full-time job soon. Because you're struggling financially. All right, Dee. You're going to get a new full-time job soon. You know her situation. You know her needs financially. Will she get a breakthrough and a job soon? Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, that never happens.
Queen, all queens, tell me again.
Yeah. Queen of Wands, confidence. Queen of Pentacles, your money, your job. Queen of Swords, the interviews, the intellect, the decisions that need to be made. My gosh, is there a lot of energy pulling for you in this situation? The Tower shows maybe you were let go from a previous job, or the impact that this has had on you. Nine of Wands, how you're King of Cups. Somebody's going to help you. Somebody's going to come through and help you. Somebody's about to help you, Miss D. I've got the Eight of Wands here, which is a card of community. You see all those arrows coming in like pew, 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 pew. And they came in with this King of Cups, okay? There's somebody out there who is going to be willing to assist you in your job search. I don't know if that's somebody like an HR person, but there is definitely energy around it, and it's happening. It's in motion. It's testing you because that Nine of Wands financially. Negotiate. See, while you're in the time, while you are waiting, negotiate with creditors, negotiate with, with people you may owe money to on a monthly basis. See if you can get some, what they call it, deferrals, or somebody, just get people to work with you based on your circumstances. I think that's what justice is about. But ultimately, this is working out on her behalf. Nine of Cups, your wishes, and the King of Wands. Okay. You got people who will pull for you. And you got decision makers who will pull for you. You got to just stay out there and get busy. That really speaks to me. Make phone calls, send the thank you emails. If you get an interview, do all those processes of keeping yourself front and center on somebody's mind, because somebody's watching you. You've got way too many people. Those three queens spoke up first, and then you've got those two kings that came. There are people around you in motion who can, decision makers, shot callers, who can make this happen for you. Susan, how are you feeling about that?
I feel positive about it. I was concerned about the Tower. You think the Tower is from where she came from?
Right. I don't think that's coming. I think the Tower is just explaining what happened to get you to this point now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah. I mean, just everything she said. It's very positive. It's supposed to, it's like they tell me it is written, which means that it's gonna happen. This is just gonna happen. Now, the timing might be a little longer than you want, and that's what Afefe is saying. Like, maybe you need to go to some creditors or something and kind of work out some deferrals.
Yeah, work out some deferrals.
Did you pull some more cards that make sense?
I did, and just as you were speaking to confirm, and I'm just getting confirmation. I'm getting, continue to highlight your skills, continue to just put on that brave face and not feel like that sense of desperation. My money is tight. I just need something. I need something. Like, make sure that you're emphasizing to people what you will bring to the job and how you will benefit them and how it's in their best interests to hire you and have you as a part of their team. You know what I mean? So
stay positive.
Also, stay very, very positive. And if people ask, I am going back to that Tower like Susan did. If people are curious, because sometimes employers will sort of, to the extent that they can do it legally, they may inquire, why are you searching for this job? What happened with you? So just be very strategic about what your answer to that is.
Don't overshare, in other words.
Yeah, don't overshare. I love how she, I go, blah, 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 and she goes, bing, in 2 words, sums it all up.
No, usually I'm the one over here running off, but yeah, fantastic. You've got help. Everything. Listen, this is recorded. Watch it back. Make a note of the time so you can come back to the recording at exactly this time and hear your reading again if you need to. Okay.
Network, D. That's something else that's coming to me. Network, because all these people didn't show up around you for no reason. So don't just rely on submitting the application and the interview process. If you know that these places are holding seminars or workshops, or where they hang out, or any other avenue to have one-on-one conversations with people and get in front of their face, please do so.
And friends that you used to work with, old co-workers that you used
Yep.
to work with,
Yep.
LinkedIn, find out where they're working,
All
ask
that.
them if anybody's hiring. Network is absolutely correct.
Network. It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
There you go. All right. Let's see. So Valerie says she has a message regarding moving forward with loss of job and divorce after 20 years. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Waiting a long time for biz money. Waiting a long time for business money. We don't really know what business money is, but we can look at your energy. I'm so sorry that you've been through all of that. That's just absolutely yucky and long. But I do feel like you've been set free. I hope that feels, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? But I feel like you've been set free from some things that truly were holding you back.
That's a lot. All right. The X just showed up.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I wonder if you were I won't say financially dependent, but I wonder if that is part of what has put a strain on you financially, is because going from having someone for 20 years, that seems to be a part of it. I will tell you this, he ain't happy. I'm just gonna throw that out there. He's not happy. You've begun to doubt yourself. And so that's part of what's delaying. You said you've been waiting a long time for this business money. You've begun to doubt yourself, Valerie. I say that because, one, I see you, here you are worrying. See all those swords and the figure's just kind of crumpling, but look at the light that's shining on that figure. So that's the hope. That's spirit stepping in to say, we don't want you to feel all kind of stressed out and shadowy that way. Why? Because you're going to have a second chance. Judgment. A card of second chances, a card of an awakening. This part of what Susan said going into this is that this happened for a reason, and believe it or not, it happened. It was almost unavoidable. And here you are, the Empress. That money is going to come, but you got to lift yourself out of the doldrums, and you gotta remember who you are. You got to juggle. Don't think of the business as just whatever you planned it to be. If you need to pivot, if you need to do more than one thing, do more than one type of business just to get things going, Spirit is saying you may have to do that. But ultimately, my dear, victory is yours. 6 of Wands. Ultimately, victory is yours. She can have me cheated and move. Well, I wasn't going to say that. But what I was going to say is he is not happy, dear. He's not happy. I don't care, I don't care what it looks like. She can have whatever. No. And not that adds any money to your bank account right now, but just, to the extent that you may feel, everyone feels that when you have been betrayed in that fashion and you begin to look at what was wrong with me and did I,
Nothing's wrong with you.
And
I think so. She had said earlier too, it's hard to start over again with nothing but debt. And I think what Afefe said, which I want you to stands out to me from the guides, is that you may have to pivot. You may have to juggle. You may have to kind of get an extra job. You may have to hustle.
Yeah,
the word is hustle.
The word is hustle.
And it's not long-term hustle, but it's short-term hustle. It's sort of like when you get a running start, like running and then jumping on the bike instead of starting on the bike at a standstill and then trying to pedal because it's too hard. You may have to get off of that bike and run and get that thing going and then hop on. And that's kind of what's going on for you. But if you'll do that, the difference is if you'll do that, everything will move faster. You'll get kind of back to a new normal much, much quicker. If you don't do that, everything is going to take a lot longer. It might feel like you're walking in mud, like quicksand, like I'm not getting anywhere. I just can't get ahead. that's because the situation you're in, you're not going to get ahead doing things in a normal way. You're going to have to just double, triple time it. And it could be when she says pivot, I mean, literally, it could be something like dog sitting, at night. I mean, just any little side hustle to sort of get yourself in, get the momentum.
Yeah. And also, I feel like you should really, because of the way the Empress showed up for you, Valerie, we have a new moon coming up that is going to be extremely influenced by Venus and planets in Taurus. So definitely look into that. I don't know if you're into astrology or not, but I'm just saying energetically what you can attract around this time and what is there for you, because the Empress did show up. The one thing about the Empress, though, is remember that is an energy almost of entitlement, not entitlement from an ego perspective, like we think people are and think they're entitled, but entitlement as in, I know my worth. I know how much work I've done, throughout my lifetime, and we reap what we sow. It is time for you to reap the harvest of what you've sown and use that seed to plant into the ideas, your business, and the other things, like Susan said, whatever it takes. But you got to avail yourself of that opportunity or opportunities. And that starts with a mindset. And also get in nature. You need to get in nature. I don't know where you are, but you got to get in nature. Literally stop and smell the flowers. Because something about that will just, you need your energy lifted. Sometimes we attract, we magnetize based on our vibration and our energy, and based on the blow that you took, and you certainly took a difficult blow, but now it's time to lift your energy, right? Get your hair done. If money's tight, do it yourself, get your little whatever, get a new stick of lipstick, something. Feel good.
I love it. Feel good, right? Feel good. Take care of yourself.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it until you make it. I love the entitlement thing. It's like Spirit is saying, I'll tell you, this is what they're saying. They're saying when we do something big, and you did something big, I mean, you went through a whole sea change in your whole life, and yet you're still standing. And you're here saying, how do I go forward? Not poor me, poor me. You're saying, how do I help me go forward? When we say that to Spirit helps us, and you will reap benefits. You will reap rewards. I've lived this. I know this to be true. So you take one step towards Spirit, and that's what you're doing. Help me here. I need some help. I'm ready to do the work. Spirit takes 3 steps to you.
100%.
So it's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
Because they gave me chills, girl. So it's coming. And I love this. Agape says she never asked her guides for messages and open chats because her guides and my guides hang out together. Oh. And
they're embarrassingly blunt.
I would agree. Agape, our guides are like best friends, and we try not to even hang out together, Agape and I, because we don't want our guides to hang out together because they're a mess. Okay. Oh my God. Good to see you in the chat, girlfriend. All right. We only have time for maybe one more question. I'm going to pull Courtney Ellers, and thank you for I think you gave us a donation earlier. How will your adoption process go? Ooh. And I think you must be a cheesehead. Hey, I'm a cheesehead. Not a Wisconsin cheesehead. Is it Wisconsin? Who are the cheeseheads?
Yeah, it is Wisconsin. Let's go Bucks. I think they're playing now or tomorrow. But they're playing. Yeah, let's go Bucks. They're in the playoffs.
She knows everything, you guys. She knows everything.
I am a basketball fan. Okay. But Giannis did not get the MVP this year. I don't think he's going to. They won't announce it until June. But all right, so the adoption process for you, Courtney. How will the adoption process go? How will the adoption process go, Courtney? Adoption process. It's gonna go. I'll tell you that much. Ace of Wands out the gate. It's gonna go. It's done.
That's a good sign.
That's a great sign. It's the done deal.
Wow, we have gotten really good cards. We haven't gotten anything scary.
No.
In my opinion.
No, it's not scary at all. Oh yeah. I don't know if they've given you a timetable, Courtney, but I'm seeing maybe around June. It may be finalized. I've got the Chariot here, which is a card of the sign of Cancer, and the sign of Cancer takes place around late June to early mid-July or so. I do see, don't worry. Please do not worry. I see a little bit of that happening, like you're wondering if with the Seven of Swords, see how he's looking back over his shoulder. It's like he's already got all the ammunition he needs. He's got his swords, things are lined up, but he's, instead of looking where he's going, he's looking over his shoulder. So don't let any, I can understand adoption is a very scary process. It's always, wondering is there going to be some little last minute hitch or something? Just the fact that Ace of Wands came first and foremost, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Knight of Swords. Look how powerful that is.
Oh my God, how empowering!
Right, you know what I mean? How what's going to stop you? What's going to stop you? Done and doneer.
I agree, and I totally concur with all of that. Perfect. So now we have one more, because that was such a good message. So come on, Spirit.
And congratulations to you.
With good messages for Twaina. Thank you for joining us, dear. She's been hanging with us for a long time.
Well, hi, Tawana. I'm thinking it's Tawana. Hey, Tawana.
All right, girl.
Just a general message. You just want a message from Spirit. Talk to me. Tell me something.
Something
with 5 blue hearts. I'm feeling that. Good. All right.
Remember, we're only allowing Spirit to give us good messages today.
It's a message for Tawana Bernard. What would you want to know? She's been very patient. Clearly, she does. She wanted this message and she deserves it. What does she need to know right now? What does she need to know? If you have not moved, you may be a little anxious about a move. You know what? You people on Sue, well, I should know anybody affiliated with Sue, you're going to come with some kind of good energy, because I have never in my 30-something years pulled the sun as much as I have tonight. I'm going to just tell you that. I've just never pulled the sun. There's 78 cards in this deck. What are the odds? But I got it with the world. So, Tawana, but my only hiccup, we got our little shadowy figure there again. So I wonder if there's something, whatever you're going through right now has been, you've been a little trepidatious about what the future may hold, what's going on with you. You might be going through something that's giving you a little icky, but what you asked for a message from the Spirit guides are like, baby, we got you. Now, travel is coming up for me with you. And there's something about that. Either you've been putting it off. Star. Okay, I'm done. The star. The star and the sun. Okay. By night or by day, it's time for you to get out in the world. I don't know what you've been doing or what you haven't been doing, Tawana, but what the guides are saying right now is they want you to get out in the world and be seen and be visible. They want you to enjoy life. And maintain a sense of optimism, whatever that is. And I almost feel like that's more about people around you versus
what is that card? I don't recognize it.
This is the 8 of Swords.
8 of Swords.
So what looks like a fence is actually swords around it. Exactly. But I get the feel, I don't even think this is you so much as the people around you or the people whose energy you've been exposed to, and Spirit is like, go somewhere else, be around some different people. Travel. Pack your bags and travel. The sun by day and the stars and the moon by night. Wow. You got some rewards coming to you. I almost feel like just as you were so persistent and patient and waiting for your turn, and you got in just as we were about to close out, Spirit is saying, that's just Lana and Susan. Imagine what we can do for you if you just hang in there. Be persistent and get out and really experience all that we have waiting for you. Imagine what we can do. Imagine what we can show you.
Yes, absolutely. Susan. Absolutely. Can you show that swords card? Do you have it out again? It looks like y'all know I don't do tarot. It looks like a bridge, right?
Yes.
And the swords are the railings on the bridge. And little bridge troll dude, whatever he is, he's walking away. I just feel like the travel, I think everything she said is dead on. And I think all I would add to that is it seems like there's somebody's energy that's yucky. And girl, it's not your energy. That's not your energy, but it's somebody around you.
Mhm.
And Spirit's message is move through that. That's not yours. Let it go. They want you to be big. The world card, the sun, they want you to be big. This person is keeping you small. This person is keeping you small. And that's not your energy, dear. That doesn't feel like your energy, but I understand when we get around somebody and they just kind of clamp down on you, and then it affects us. It makes us small. But Spirit is saying, throw it off. That's not your energy. Throw it off. It's almost like a cape or something. Throw it off of your body. Stretch. Ooh, okay, yeah, all right. I'm back to myself. Okay.
And this is somebody who's been leaning on you, either financially taking from you, like literally feeding off of you. If not, I'm going to say even financially, like somebody who's been taking from you. And for whatever reason, like you're done. I mean, we went that this image was bad enough, and now we've gotten to the Ten of Swords, where you have got to make a break from this energy. Because it's draining you.
It's draining. And even if they're not taking money directly from you, if they're making you tired and it's affecting your job, that's taking money from you. So the money could be coming from sources that you maybe wouldn't put two and two together. But I do think that it's draining your energy and your money, your ability to make money, something about that. But
you're blessed.
You go right through this. This is not something that's going to stick around. This is not a trap. It is not a trap. It's almost like an illusion in a way.
Kick button, take names.
Okay. There you go.
Seven of Wands. This is my stand your ground card. It's like knowing what you deserve, knowing that you deserve better, and knowing that because you're impressing me, just your behavior. Again, I keep feeling something about your behavior, even on this chat this afternoon or this evening. Your behavior has been exemplary. You deserve it all. You deserve the sun, the moon, and the stars. You deserve it. And it's there. Spirit wants to give it to you. That is your message from the guides, from my end. It's there for you. You deserve it.
I hope you can hear that message, dear. You really do deserve it. This is the guides. This isn't, this is the guides saying it. So
yeah, then
we love you, but we don't know you. But we know the guides, and we all think that you deserve it. So. Okay, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. Yeah. Brush it off. Brush it off. It's that kind of energy. Like, I mean, we could go into more detail. These are kind of quick readings, but you got it. You got this. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. We were on here for an hour and a half.
It went fast.
It went fast. We had a blast with you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Please check out Afefe's channel. Truly Touched by Tarot is her website. That's where you can find her offerings, her readings. Yeah. And her YouTube channel is Touched by Tarot. So the only difference is Truly in front of the website.
And it's .com.
.com. And look, check out her YouTube channel because she does these pick a cards, which are just like a reading. Like you decide 1, 2, or 3, and you pick whatever one you're drawn to, and it really is like a reading. It's very good. Well, you can tell you guys, she's very good.
Yeah. And I went to battle on that. That's what Susan was talking about earlier. If you get a chance, check out my video I did earlier today. I've got to pick a card that's loading as we were on. So I've got to make sure that it finished loading. You might even see one tonight or tomorrow if you check it out. But I went to battle about that today with these people out there saying that what we're doing is somehow wrong.
Yeah. But you went to battle, but you educated us about how we do tap into the light. Well, of course, any divination system, and this is what she was saying in her video, any divination system is opening a door but you want to connect to the light, right? You want to open the door that's connected to the divine.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We're not just out here asking for any old Tom, Dick, or Harry energy to show up and talk to us.
Not in my space. Not in my life. That's a no. Thank you, Lisa. Somebody left us a really sweet message, and it went up the feed. I just saw a bunch of hearts. Yeah, it was
Lisa
really
Foster,
sweet.
thank you, dear.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And thank you, everybody. I'm looking, all the notes. So many hearts right back to you. Hearts and rainbows. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Really appreciate your time. I hope you had fun. I certainly had fun. And I appreciate you, Susan Lynn. Thank you so much for hosting me.
Thank you. It was a blast. Look, we're going to hang out together in the future. If you guys liked us hanging out together, let us know. We'll do it again in the future. Again, check out her channel. Truly Touched by Tarot is her website. trulytouchedbytarot.com is how you're going to find readings by Afefe. And her YouTube channel is Touched by Tarot. So listen, I want you guys to do me a favor. Okay? Get serious here. Do me a favor. Do something nice for yourself tonight, right? What, a hot bath, a walk in nature, listen to your favorite music. What is that music that just makes you want to move and dance? What brings the joy back into your life? Maybe you want to make yourself a good meal. Watch something funny. Why not just say, tonight is my night. I'm going to do something nice for myself. I'm going to lift my energy up. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to have a good time. And, that'll raise your vibration. And I think you deserve it. Don't you? Don't you think they deserve it?
I do. I think you deserve it. I think we all need, for all intents and purposes, we all drew the Empress card tonight. We all did. We all deserve it.
We all deserve it. We all deserve it. I know I'm going to do something nice for myself. And you're going to do something for yourself too, Afefe.
I do it just because.
You're my good example. You're my good example. All right, you guys. You guys are, all of Tawana's messages have been deleted in the chat. What happened? Was there a snafu? I saw a little bit of something about that. And somebody apologized to her. Was it
what happened?
Well, when you're a moderator and it popped and YouTube has the weirdest algorithm. If you use a lot of emojis, YouTube thinks that's bad. Anyway, you can accidentally hit block or something. I mean, it can be an accident. I know that it's happened to me when I've moderated before. Yeah. I know we all love her, and I know that no one would do that on purpose. And I know that my moderators are the best moderators out there. So if something happened, I am so sorry. I'm sure it was a mistake. And I don't know how to fix that, to be completely honest with you, for this. But Tawana, if you're watching this, if you came back and are watching this, please accept our apologies. Okay. We would never do that intentionally.
No.
And if somebody knows something otherwise, you can email me at susanlynnmedium@gmail.com. Yeah, I know. We love her. I know. Yeah. She's long time.
I was enjoying the energy.
Yeah. We love her energy. Yeah. So I'm sure it was just an accident. I don't know. I don't know if you haven't come back, but I think it happened just about the time we started reading her, and I'm just devastated by that.
When we started reading her, it happened?
Yes, I know. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Wow.
I don't have her. I don't have a way to get in touch with her. But here's the thing. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, just because her comments were deleted, that didn't prevent her from seeing the broadcast, right?
Well,
did it block her from the broadcast?
It could. There is an option to do that. There's an option to do that. There's an option to give someone a 5-minute timeout. There's an option. There's a lot of, you're here. Thank the Lord.
Thank God.
Okay. So I am so sorry. I don't know what happened.
Did she see the answer to her questions?
Did you hear the reading, dear? Just let me know if you heard the reading we did for you.
Did you hear the reading?
Thank you, T-Barb. Everybody's like, she's back. I can unmute her. Okay. What happened here?
Love, light, hugs, and blessings to all. And she heard it all. She's saying she heard it all.
Okay. Thank you. Because, girl, you've been around for a long time. That means something to me. I really appreciate that. I don't know.
We were like collectively, we were like, stop the presses, collectively.
I did.
Everybody was like, hold
up. I was like, you know, when I read that in 300 seconds. Okay, in 300 seconds. Okay. Well, good thing that we kept talking long enough that I was long-winded enough for her to come back.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, dear. It's a mistake. I'm telling you, it has happened on other channels. You hit the button and it just disappears. You don't get a chance to say it should say, did you mean to do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't say that. So I'm so glad that you heard it, and much love and blessings to you, and much love and blessings to everybody else. You guys have a
Everybody
good
else.
Saturday night. Someone shared my YouTube channel, and I don't have a YouTube channel. Lisa, I don't know what is going on tonight. It is Saturday night. But if they shared your YouTube channel and you don't have one, then it's not going to hurt anything because they won't go anywhere.
Right.
So sorry about that, you guys. All right. Well, so that's why somebody told me to make a bunch of extra moderators, because there was just a lot of energy going around tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's been trippy. Yeah, YouTube has been trippy all day. And it is Saturday night. I don't normally do these on Saturday night because it can be a little bit trippier. But okay. Bye, Greeter TK. Listen, much love to everybody. You guys take care. We'll see you again on my channel, on her channel, or who knows where.
Yeah.
Take really good care, and we'll see you later. Have a good weekend. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.